Welcome to my trading recap. I've been crushing it the last few weeks, and for another trade today, let's go over the confluences. So today's Monday. We had no news today. We have pretty low news this week. I think the only bigger or I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday is FOMC meeting minutes. But all in all, it's I think a good week to trade. So let's go over the trade I took this morning. First of all, let's mark out, of course, Asia high and Asia low right here. And maybe I can use this as a low as well, because there's definitely some resting liquidity down there. As you can see, once we pushed past this line, we immediately reacted to the upside. So I'm just gonna leave it there. And yeah, hold on, let's get into the 30 minutes. So we have our Asia high up here, Asia low, and an additional Asia liquidity sweep. So what happens during New York? We open, we came into Asia low and broke structure to the upside. We broke it just a little, but breaker structure is breaker structure. But as you can see, we did not sweep this low, the liquidity. So we came down, swept the liquidity, and then decided to make our moves to the upside. So once we broke 30-minute buy side structure, I scaled into the 5-minute. If there's a 30-minute breaker structure to the upside, there will be a 5-minute breaker structure to the upside. We only have to look that it's hasn't been broken to the downside again, which wasn't the case. This was the 5-minute breaker structure. So now I can scale into the 1-minute time frame and look for a inverse fair value gap. We do happen to have one right here. Two overlining fair value gaps, the space that overlines right there. We came into the inverse value gap right here, and once we broke structure to the upside again on the 1-minute course, which happened with this candle, I entered the trade. Yeah, then we immediately headed down to sweep the liquidity over there, which is no problem because we consolidated a bit and then hit my TP relatively fast. Hold on. Right there. So, so the trade was open for 4 hours, round about 4 hours. Yeah, that is quite a long time. Never mind. It hit my TP. All that is count. Said it was good. The next time I can consider taking the actual liquidity lows as the session lows. This is not a real low because there is no bullish candle afterwards. This is a low, and this is the low, and this is the lowest low we formed during Asia session, but there can still be resting orders underneath this huge wick. But technically, it's not a low. You can look at it on the so it's not a 30-minute low. And my take profit was hit perfectly. I have a new method of finding my take profits, which I absolutely love. I can show you. Hold on, let me see which one I took. I'm using the Fibonacci extension to find my bias. So I'm going from this low to this high, down to the low, and as you can see, it overlines perfectly with the 0.618 line. In general, this block right here, hold on, let me delete that, I'll show you. This block on the Fibonacci extension, zack. Okay, yeah. This one from the 0.5 to the 0.7. It's called like the golden era, and price is really likely to visit this era again. So I usually put my stop loss at the 0.6 line, and I tried it the last few trades, and it almost every time got hit perfectly. So I will definitely continue using the Fibonacci extension for finding my take profit if there isn't like a obvious draw on liquidity for the day. I knew that this could have been a take profit for the day, but if I would have held up to this liquidity, I would have been stopped out by now. And yeah, I used this take profit, like I said, with the Fibonacci extension, and I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so that was the trade of today. Another W, and yeah, I'll see you when I take another trade.